Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man complete. That's Hoover. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check that, street.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in the situations you noted where he only needed inches.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Collins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Sly able to put this one through. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, it's Hoover. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown!
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoover. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the draw, here's Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Collins out quickly to Judy. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Collins. Caught left side, Williams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Collins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, this from 34.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 6. Looking to throw. Collins. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. On first down, it's Hoover. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run behind center with Spiller. And a short gain here down to the 22. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Let's go.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Hoover. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They throw it out right complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
6, 7,
And the tight end goes in motion left.
right. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuebu now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This take it in at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
He'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Collins throwing to start the drive.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Back to throw. Collins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Collins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still throwing here with a big third-quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Collins. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Collins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And oh, he coughed it up. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, But you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hoover. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hoover. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
This will be caught. Judy.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Collins on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
Sly able to put this one through. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the second field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Contreras. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partners. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now Collins on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready, ready. Good, 52. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Hoover. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 76 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now back to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Okay, right. Ready, ready.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, and that got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield. But the thought process, spot on.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Ready. Flight 2. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Contreras. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Hey, blue. Steel, black. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Now here's Collins to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Come on, set, sit, rebel.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's going to be their defense.